Bones Beyond Time. A Mage the Ascension campaign. Ari. A-Red. Shay. Diesel. Walter. Galewind. Bones Beyond Time.
Hi, I am Kara858, and today we are bringing you Season 2, Episode 9 of Bonds Beyond Time, our Mage the Ascension campaign. As always, we want to give a huge thank you to the love and support we've received for this campaign. We're heading towards our season finale, and we hope you're enjoying the ride thus far. So let's introduce our cast, have them explain who they are, who they're playing, and any projects they're working on. And we start first, of course, with our wonderful DM, Reeve. Reeve, like to talk about yourself?
Oh my goodness. All right. Hello, everyone. Naturally, you can find me all of the socials at Big Dude Ree, where you get a full list of everything I am doing. Tonight, I'm going to be the wonderful storyteller playing all of the supporting cast for these wonderful, wonderful people. I believe when this comes out, this will be true. There will be a new D&D campaign referred to as Arethian Nights over on the Reroll's Twitch channel, where you should definitely go and check out. It'll be every Sunday. And then there's a few other shows that I do both here on this channel and on a few other channels throughout the interweb. So you should definitely keep your eye out to see where I'm going to appear next.
Perfect. Next, we have the fantastic Aki. Like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and any projects you're working on.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm back. What's up? What's up? Thank you so much for your support. Always. But I missed y'all very much. Anyways, hi. I'm Aki. I am playing Diesel, your lovable celestial choir. You know, I don't know. I'm the bard. I'm the bard. I'm the bard, and I'm super charming. Also very happy to be here. Projects I'm working on. I'm not entirely sure when this airs, but I'm going to be on Hyper RPG, and I will have been on Hyper RPG by the time this airs, doing some stuff with them for their Wednesday show. I'm very excited for. And then you can probably, when does this air? When does this air, Kira?
This is going to air. It would be not the 4th, it would be the 11th.
Okay. All right. So I probably can't make those announcements just yet, but the one announcement I think I can make is that by the time this airs, I will be 1 week out from this, from the brand new iteration of Total Party Kills over at Scabby Rooster. We are finally starting that back up again with a brand new cast, same universe, same all of the stuff that you love about the original Total Party Kills, with a new cast and slightly different angle at the content. And I'm really excited because we've been waiting for a while to be able to bring y'all this game, and we're finally getting close. We're getting very close. It'll premiere on April 18th, which is the week after this airs. So please look forward to that. And if it doesn't, I will correct myself in the next game telling you it's been postponed.
Perfect. We have a week time frame to be able to do course correction. That's fantastic. Next, of course, we have the wonderful Sharif. Like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Hey guys, my name's Sharif. I'm playing Galewind Shrew. Both of us are he, him. Aged adventurer. Having a midlife crisis, trying to figure out what's going on. You can find me over at Rivals of Waterdeep, rivalsofwaterdeep.com, or Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. We're have some cool announcements coming up. One that we just announced today today in terms of recording time, not release time, that Masood Haq's character Gosrick has been added to Idle Champions, which is pretty cool, as a playable character. And apparently in game he has bobbleheads of the other Rivals characters. Pretty interesting. We'll see how that actually fits in there. And yeah, otherwise you can find me grading nonstop like a maniac because we're nearing final project time in my college class. So I'll be swarmed in papers and AP tutoring sessions and all kind of stuff. It's that time of year where I really start to hunker down because semesters are ending. So
does that mean you get freedom though in the next couple months, like June to July timeframe, or does the saga continue?
Define freedom. I still do have a 5.5-month-old that is very attentive. So yeah, I won't be free, but the weather will be nice. And I'm looking forward to that, like doing some cool outdoor family events.
That sounds like fun. Fantastic. Next, we have the wonderful May. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Hi, I'm Melee Damage. I will be playing Iren, who is Ari's older sister. She's Dumpster Fire. She's a trash goblin, and she is dear to my heart. You can find me on all the socials at whatever they are, / or at Melee Damage. And that is the best way to keep up with all of the chaos that I do. Music, film, streaming. I just started a TikTok, and that's become a dangerous thing. Follow me there, and that is the best way to keep up with all of the places that you can see me at.
Just one quick question before we transition. Were you able to find the missing D4s that seems to be all over the place?
No, I still have absolutely no D4s. No. They are... Yes. They're lost somewhere, only to be found, I'm sure, by the bottom of my foot at like a midnight snack trip or something. I'm living in fear. It's terrifying.
That was a great TikTok.
Fantastic. I was just like, the gremlins just came by. Like, you know what? It's time for some caltrops. So it's okay though. And of course, we have the wonderful Michael. Who'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Hi, my name is Michael or Nosferatu, coming at you from the darkness. I play the other trash fire and the other kind of goblin, Walter, who feels very weird and squishy now. And other than that, I actually am going to join Glaza and Morshadi on a Root TTRPG one-shot that's going to come out on April 5th. So there's that. I don't know if I can talk about the other thing I'm going to be the part of yet, but surprisingly enough, I got to be a part of some stuff, and you can actually, for real now, follow me on the Nosferatu TTRPG Twitter, and that's about it.
Perfect. As for yours truly, I'm Kira A58. I play the lovable Sweet Bean Ari, who has a lot of potential. They are probably one of the youngest mages to ever reach Arete level 5. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that's going to transition. Hopefully reality doesn't start to warp too much around them. With that said, you will find tons of projects located not just here, but of course also on our Twitch at TheKara858. We have a wide variety of TTRPG related content. If you like young adult magic school without the bigotry, you'll love, of course, Riverwood Academy. If you like Game of Thrones before season 8, you're gonna love Reclamation. If you like This Is Us, the Emmy Academy Award winning show in the D&D setting, we have a brand new show that's coming out on this Saturday. Actually, would have been last Saturday, called Fractured Destiny. We are actually sextuplets, full-grown twins going through life in a full-blown D&D setting. Gods of Color, of course, playing on Wednesday. We just recently released not us, but Die Hard Dice has released a new set of dice for our campaign called the Prismatic Pantheon. We are so excited, been on cloud 9. You actually should be able to find that link to be able to find to purchase the dice in the description section, and you could be able to use the promo code Cookout to get yourself 10% off your order for that. And lastly, we have a brand new campaign that will be coming out on April 11th called Immense Light and Shadow. So if you like a little bit of grittiness with some Diablo 3, you may like this campaign. And so, yeah, if you want to find out all of our related content, just make sure to follow us on Twitter at the Cookout TTRPG for not just TTRPG related goodness, but Die Hard Dice giveaways and more. Of course, we're also happy to announce that Boss Beyond Time has a Patreon. So you can find the link to our Patreon also in the description section. All proceeds go directly to the cast. The Patreon members get exclusive content like Patreon Discord channels, after shows, and bonus episodes. Oh, as mentioned, of bonus episodes, we have an entire prequel arc exclusively for Patreon. So you don't want to miss out how these mages came to be. And so with that, I think it's time that we transition to our storyteller, Ree. Ree, take it away.
All right, before we get into our story tonight, a soft reminder that this is indeed the world of darkness. Positive and negative things will happen, and we are not our characters, and as a result, our characters may do things that are not super happy all the time. If anything happens that make you uncomfortable, please feel free to pause, stop, skip, and do whatever it is that you need to do. I've spoken with the cast here, and we have methods to make sure they are comfortable, and we want to make sure that everyone at home is equally as comfortable. Now that has been taken care of, we find our cabal of mages just after they have split with one another. Our Aaron, Galewind, you two have decided that it was time to go and check on Diesel. You remember that they had some sort of performance to do today? You remember that it was oddly timed, but you don't remember the reason for that. You're sure it was something about acting or whatever, but you decided to let both Ari, Talos, and Walter head off to the food court to take care of themselves. As you all are making your way back up to the second floor for this, is there anything you wish to do?
No, I imagine Galewind is I think he's kind of looking to. He is. Oh, good point. I think he is sort of looking to remain in that. Well, to be in that level of support, but be there mentally. You know, over the time with this group, he sort of felt like when he's tried to put himself out there, like as a leader offensively, that it hasn't really worked out well for him. So he's looking to defer to others in terms of checking in with Diesel.
Okay.
And he knows that they're more than capable of taking care of themselves. So he's also like, they got it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And what about you, Aaron?
Aaron feels the same way. She probably just like offers like a cigarette over to Galewind. Like, yeah.
Oh, I've never engaged in this manner, but given the circumstance, and you imagine, just like a first-time smoker, he completely does not know what he's doing, and I guess that was enjoyable.
You usually may see like little like whoo in the head there like the first time, but you're doing good. Where's check on Diesel? Not that they need it, but I'm just nosy. How you hanging in there, Galewind? You doing all right?
Not really, to be honest. But I appreciate you asking. Over my life, people have not really asked, have just assumed that I can handle whatever's out there. But
I know how that feels.
Yeah. But I guess being with you and Ari and the others just made me feel like I need to reevaluate my position in adventures such as this. I can still contribute, just in a different way than I'm used to.
I find that a lot of times adaptation is more like what life rewards. If you're able to adapt to your surroundings, change, sometimes things happen a little easier. I'm a little too physical with that sometimes, and I get it, and people give me a lot of crap for it, that I tend to kind of just ride the wave. But yeah, sometimes it's good to just go with the flow and see where you fall into places. Is any of this making sense? I'm really terrible with small talk.
Oh, I think you're doing great. Can I try another cigarette, please?
Oh, do you want a better one? Like, I have ones that have
So you
better
gave
stuff.
you gave me a bad one?
Well, I gave you a tobacco one. There's the here. And
Wait, what else is there but tobacco? A cigarette,
Here,
correct?
this one smells a little stronger. It's good for you.
Okay. All right. So he what does this look like? Does it look like a cigarette, or does it look like a joint or a
So
something else?
she's like a crafter, and she's like really good with tech. So I feel like this is probably like the most professional rolled like Amsterdam quality cone joint that she hands you.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, this. I'm not sure what this is, but it looks pretty expertly done.
Thank you. A lot of practice.
So he, again, like a first-time smoker of things that are not tobacco, he is coughing again.
No, it's they go here, and I run to pull like a little water bottle out of her bag, hand it to you, little canteen.
Yeah. So he's like, more, please.
Oh, yeah, no, you can keep that one. That one's just for you. Just I recommend.
I thought it was done. They can keep going.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta the whole thing. It's just take like 1 or 2 puffs and then just keep it for later. You'll be good. Just when you feel stressed out, just really stressed out. Not all the time. Now I'm doing the thing where I'm being a bad influence. I'm sure that's what's happening, which I'm not trying to do. I'm trying to be supportive in my way.
I think I'm old enough to make a decision on my stuff, so don't worry, you're not influencing me. I just never have, I guess, been around a crowd that partakes in such things. But it's kind of a good cough, actually. I feel like it coughs some of the stress away, kind of. So I think I will continue with this. If you say I have to do the whole thing.
Oh, no, not all the time. Just keep that because you don't smoke. That probably lasts for like a week or so.
Okay, thanks. Gail went about to be high a week. First time. I'm just letting you know. Okay, I will try to do it in a week. Thank you.
Yeah. I would say don't tell Diesel I gave that to you, but like you said, you're grown and we smell like it. Like there's no way to hide that.
I will. Yeah. We'll have a conversation about it. Because Diesel might maybe it helps with their singing. I don't know.
Can I have Galen make me a willpower roll, please?
Oh no. But of course, Tyler.
Difficulty sinks.
Just bring this.
Actually, is this normal stuff here, Aaron, or is this magical stuff? Like, do you have magical drugs, Aaron?
I feel like Aaron probably does, but that's not the stuff that like she would bring with her. That's like the stuff that she leaves in like a little jar on her nightstand for like those nights that are really, really stressful. And that's It's the head stash.
So a 6.
Difficulty 6. Difficulty 6.
Oh.
2 successes.
Okay. You feel pretty good, actually. You feel much more relaxed. And for the rest of this scene, this whole section of story here, you will gain a die to all perception-based die pools.
Don't do drugs, kids. It will not. You will not gain perception.
Dude, this is correct. Do not do any drugs here. This is not a role model here. We do not endorse any of these decisions.
That's right. You lose lots of perception.
How you feeling, Gillen?
Pretty good, actually. I feel a little more open, I guess, for lack of better words. Honest. Just on top of things. Is there anything to snack on, perhaps? Do you have any?
Oh yeah, 100%. And I ran
cookies or anything?
the bag of Ari's snacks that she always carries with her. So there's like tons of like little Nabisco type little things, little snack treats, little bags. Just hands you a couple.
And how many of these can I have?
I would say you let me know when you're done, but there's a good chance that if I let you do that you will wind up with the worst stomach ache of your life. So as a new kid, I'll just let me know when you want them and I'll tell you if it's okay.
Okay, I'll just take one then, I guess. And he eats whatever Nabisco treat this is, or any company. That'd be Nabisco, you know. They're not paying us. Random treat. He consumes pretty voraciously, I would imagine.
It's a little stale, but the fact of the state of mind that you're in is probably
it doesn't matter. Yeah, it does not. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. He's like, quite tasty.
As you both are walking, you realize you are both getting a ton of like angry and disapproving stares from your parents and people just kind of around. And you realize there are several no smoking signs just kind of up around the mall as you're moving through. But you are getting closer to the hotel that Diesel is performing in. Is there anything you wish to do before you arrive?
If anyone asks, just tell them we're in the band. And Irene will put hers out really quickly and look at Gail and be like, you good?
I'm good as I'm gonna be. You know, you're pretty cool.
I think you're pretty cool too, Gillen.
Yeah, you're really pretty cool. I think this is gonna go all right.
And Irene will put her arm over Gil and do the pal walk in.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, pal walking down with that. Yeah, pal walking.
And as you all are entering, Diesel, can I have you make me a charisma and I believe art or expression roll for what you've been up to? Either one.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Charisma and they're the same thing. So here
See, difficulty 6.
Cool. May I spend a willpower to get an automatic success, please?
Of course.
Because after last game with those rolls, I trust nothing. That was whack, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Said it was difficulty 7 or 6?
6.
Okay. That's going to be 3 additional successes for 4.
Okay. All right. So describe for us what this performance looks like from Diesel.
I'm about to make a reference that I think very few people are going to understand, and I apologize. I will do my best to explain. If you were ever in your life part of your forensics debate team at school here in America, then you have heard of something called the interpretation category. And what they are doing is essentially what could be called a dramatic interpretation of our time, in which they are playing multiple roles, but standing stationary and turning at different angles for each character as they perform. So they're doing specific excerpts from the show. So it's probably only really about 45 minutes to an hour worth of the actual show. It has been condensed down to its most basic parts, but they are performing multiple roles at once. And if you need a better example of what that looks like, you should watch me in the other show I was in with Melee, wherein I played twins and did this exact thing.
I just want to state there are very few schools in America that have a forensic anything team. So, sure. But whatever it is you're doing.
It's called forensics
the
debate,
passion,
but it's not actually medical forensics. That's just what it's, it applies to a different type of forensics.
That's not at all what I was imagining. But the crowd you have amassed here can feel the passion and the love that Diesel is putting into it. And you have gathered, we'll say about 70 people. There's just enough for there to be a little bit of kind of standing room. And as you are performing, you see coming from the end of this large meeting room, your two friends, Aaron and Gelwin, enter. How do you conclude this performance or debate?
I would say that as they come to the end, they've become a little less stationary and a little bit more there's a little bit more movement, a lot more height, playing with height happening as they get more comfortable. They move through the climax of the play towards the denouement, and when they end, they just, stop and pause for a very long moment, and they take a single bow.
All right, and as you bow, there is a applause that begins to ring out slowly at first as the people begin to kind of understand that it's over and that it isn't just a pause, but as the time goes on, it begins to fill and people begin to stand up as the lights come on in full glare here. Aaron and Gelwin, I don't know if either of you have any dots of art, so you aren't entirely sure what Diesel was doing, but it looked interesting. Look cool. The people seem to really like it so whatever it is, they did it really well. And as you see the rest of the crowd stand up, you lose sight of Diesel for a moment. Is there anything you all wish to do?
Gelwin is clapping as loud as he can. Diesel! And he's loud, pretty loud. He's usually not that loud. Usually has a pretty muted voice, but Diesel! Trying to outclap the rest of the audience.
You just get Iron, you get eyes from Diesel. It's not accusatory, it's more what the heck is going on over there? And Diesel will take their bow and kind of, back off the stage and probably start moving towards Gelwin and Iron.
Okay, and then as you finish up, the crowds do hang around for a bit as they're conversing. Some people begin to make their exit.
If anybody asks for an autograph, I'm happy to give it. If they ask me questions, I'm happy to answer them. I will do a bit of schmoozing on my way if the opportunity presents itself. I am, after all, an actor, and I must pay attention to my loving audience.
Okay, you do find a few people who are wanting you to sign various things. These kind of small autograph books. Others wanting you to sign sheets of paper that you gather was just kind of notes that were hastily drawn based on the performance. And they each have you kind of signing each of these as they kind of go about their business. I will say that will add about another, let's say, 10 minutes to the walk over to your friends. And at this point, most of the crowd has thinned out. And unless there's something else you wish to do before you reconnect, the three of you find yourselves standing together.
That was fantastic.
That's excellent.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
No, that was really fantastic.
I really appreciate your surprisingly effusive praise, Gilland. Is everything
I'm
all
glad
right?
You appreciate it. I appreciate that you appreciate it.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you. No, I really.
You're
I mean,
welcome.
It's very flattering.
You're really welcome.
Are you sure you're okay, Gilland?
Never felt better.
Another kind of look at Iron. Oh. 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 Well, I'm glad you both had a good time on your way here. We should probably see if we can find the others and make sure that the technocracy hasn't killed them.
Good plan.
Okay,
And in the
fine.
meantime, we should probably get you some water because I imagine things are going to start drying out fairly soon.
Not sure what that. Galen looks at like what?
Oh yeah, no, always good for a top up. Oh, and also if they have like a popcorn machine around here, that is the food that you need right now. That because you keep eating that and like it shrinks when it hits your stomach. So like no matter how much of it you eat, you won't get a stomach ache. Like that is the perfect food. So like add it up for that too. I'll keep looking.
Salt and water, plenty of both. Let's make sure that we get that taken care of. Okay. Wow, great. Okay, let's go. Oh no, this really is going to be Diesel taking care of 4 kids. Oh man. Okay, here we go.
Can I have everyone make me perception and alertness or awareness if you have it?
Okay.
Wait, everyone, including Walter and I?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
No.
Oh, okay.
I got spooked.
What was the difficulty, by the way?
7.
7? Cool. I got 2 successes.
2 successes. 1.
2 successes.
Don't believe you have a specialty in perception, do you, Gowland?
Let me check again. Do not.
Okay, so the two of you with 2 successes, just as you're kind of making your way out, you catch a man in kind of an all-black suit with these symbols kind of going down the front, kind of sewn into the actual fabric of the suit with these long black locks going down. He's wearing his kind of pair of black sunglasses, and you see him reach into the suit of his jacket and pull out what looks to be kind of like a small hand-held black canister. And you see him kind of toss it onto the ground and they begin to walk away.
Is he like within how far away?
About 40 feet. Like you guys are standing kind of back, like back right of the room. He's lower left of the room.
Hey,
Oh no.
stop him!
Balewind.
I'm running. I guess what Gillen would define as a run. Is running this.
You get about halfway across the distance to where he is before you all hear this kind of loud popping sound, and then this white gas begins to fill the room.
Shit. We need to get out of here right now. Galewind, come back here.
You begin to hear the sounds of people who are confused at first, and then you see some of them begin to scratch at their face and eyes, which begins to kind of water as they begin to choke, and people begin to kind of dart out of the room as quickly as they can. Others seem to kind of fall in onto the ground where they were standing.
Okay.
Am I able to use my the expel base energy or matter from matter? Wait, which one is it? The thing that I have that makes all of the things the non-exist. How do I make the non-exist happen?
The Thanos move.
Yes, I would like to Thanos snap.
Okay. Let me see. What spheres do you have?
Prime life and correspondence.
Okay. How would you like to do this?
Not in any way that is not going to cause me to gain some form of paradox. I'm certain of it.
But
yeah.
Fortunately, you have to tell me how you do that. I can't just give you that.
This is like an emergency situation. So she's just going to start waving her arms around the room like she's clearing it out. But it's just going to like dissipate as she like moves her arms through it.
I'd like to use forces to manipulate. I think this still works indoors, right? Manipulate wind inside to push the gas upward.
Without a full force, an actual form of wind to manipulate, I would say air is matter. So what you'd want to do is either generate wind and then you can manipulate it, or if you have matter, you can combine the two together. So.
Do not have. Well, I have one dot in matter. I don't know if that's enough.
So I believe you have forces 3. With your abilities, you may be able to transform a different force into wind, but it will be up to you to tell me which forces you would like to affect.
Sure, yeah. So like wind is energy. Let me take the heat. So if this gas is coming out of this box, right? Like there is a sorry, I don't mean to get super.
Love, he's gonna throw some science at this magic, and I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like the only way that the gas is like coming out of the box is if there's like a pressure, right? Like a pressure differential, so that the gas is like flowing out. So that comes with its own energy to push that gas out. Technically, it does work against the environment. So. I'm going to use that energy to transform into wind energy, and that's going to go up.
Okay. So both of your ideas will work. I'm going to rule, well, for you, Aaron, I'm going to rule that your magic is going to be vulgar with witnesses. Because one, waving your hand to make things cease to exist doesn't really work like that, I'm afraid. Ed, the sleepers are still around, and they are not all unconscious. Galen, how are you doing what you're doing?
I'm actually going to do it kind of subtly. Because I don't see anything in the sphere area that says you have to do any kind of dramatic effects or anything to make this happen. So I'm trying to, as I'm like running toward, and then I see this gas. So I'm trying to just, as I'm going, just like kind of tilt my fingers upward, to activate that spell. Kind of similar to actually I won't make that reference because some people might not appreciate the creator of that franchise anymore. It's like if you do like a counter spell, like there's sometimes where like you just kind of do it without really putting any notice on yourself. So I'm trying to do it kind of subtly, because if this person let the gas out, there might be other people that are watching. So I don't want them to know that I'm the one that did that. So I'm trying to do.
Oh, you are attempting to transfer heat into wind by holding your hands up. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. That is also going to be vulgar with witnesses.
Oh, even though it's subtle. Oh man. Okay.
The effect is so the effect itself isn't obvious that you're doing magic, but for the vulgar coincidental standard, it's if someone watched you do what you did, could they rationalize what you did? Okay. And what you're doing is more hiding what you're doing, which is useful, but it's a different thing.
Okay, I got it. Still worth it.
So your difficulty would be 9 before any modifiers, and Gale, and yours would be 8.
Okay.
And Diesel, while you guys are rolling, Diesel, what are you up to?
Oh, we can't hear you.
You are muted.
Diesel is trying to use their words and the thing that they're very good at to move people out. They're saying, everybody, you need to clear this space. We need to make sure that all of you are out of here. Like, they're basically just trying to use all of their charm to move people towards the exit.
Okay, give me a charisma and I would say either expression or empathy roll.
Wow.
Yep. Man, it's really good that I put... What was the difficulty?
Are you 6? And I'll say 7 because people are panicked. That'll make it more difficult.
And I don't think that you would want me to use my flirtatious for this, correct?
Unfortunately, there are limits to what being flirty can do, and this is not.
That's all right. Out of the 8 die that I rolled, I got 6 successes. So I think that's going to work. I just wanted to see if I could flex on you. That's all.
Guys, I rolled a 9 and a 10.
2. Okay.
Gale one's going to be smoking a lot. He's feeling it right now.
All right, and what about you, Aaron?
Can I use 2 quintessence to bring it down to? Is that right?
You
For difficulty?
can use up to you can use up to 3 to reduce the. No, technically you can spend up to your avatar rating. So as much as you like to spend.
Oh crap. Oh, okay. So my avatar rating is my Arte, right? So that's 4.
The avatar is a separate background. I believe yours is 3.
Oh yeah, it is 3. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna spend 3 of that to bring it down to 6.
Okay, difficulty 6.
And then I'm rolling my Arte, correct?
Mm-hmm. And your prime specialty will apply for this, because this is considered destruction. Okay, I will say between both of you together, you are able to eliminate most of the gas. However, before all 3 of you are able to get yourselves to safety, I need you to make stamina rolls as you are exposed to the gas, because none of you attempted to get out of it or to get away, which is noble, I admit.
Just straight stamina?
Straight stamina, difficulty 7.
And does my tireless specialty apply here?
No, this one doesn't really have much to do with being tired.
Uh-oh.
You know how sometimes your luck just kind of turns on you real fast? That's a bosh, fam.
Oh no.
Okay, so with 4 successes, Aaron, you feel this irritation, but your lungs are so strong from smoking that able to handle it. It is uncomfortable. You get kind of like a burning feeling, but you're able to deal with it long enough for the gas to be dissipated.
I think with all the talking, with all the talking that Diesel is doing, they're inhaling a lot of this gas.
Yes, for Diesel, unfortunately, your lungs begin to burn, and for the next few minutes, you will have a negative. Actually, you take 2 levels of bashing damage, and you will have a penalty to your die pool until you kind of get the residue of this stuff off of your like skin and fingers and things, as it's kind of burning. You were 2, correct, Gillen?
Yes.
Then with 2, it's a bit harder for you since you're moving forward, and it irritates your skin. It's giving you that kind of like you really want to wash it off, but it's not painful for you. It's not stopping you. And let me tell you how much paradox you guys just got for doing vulgar magic. That was something. Oh boy, let me pull up the right page in the book. Some magic. So good thing none of you botched on the actual roll. So I believe it will just be 1 per level of spell, I believe. No, just 1 point, because you succeeded actually. So good, you each only gain 1 point. Unfortunately, at the moment, you can't do that. But yes, so you each will gain 1 point for your vulgar magics. Diesel, you're good because you just used the magic of conversation. And as you all are finishing, you get most of the people who are able to move out of the room. And as the smoke begins to kind of to fade away, you see that the smoke doesn't seem to have hurt any of the like material, the fabric or the chairs or the carpet or anything like that. So there does seem to be kind of like a sticky-ish film on it. And you see there's a few people who have seemed to have passed out due to the gas. And you begin to hear kind of in the distance footsteps beginning to come towards you. What do you all want to do?
Around will start grabbing people that have passed out because she's a drunk girl. So she's gonna try and grab as many people loaded up in her arms as she can, like a firefighter, and haul them out into the hallway.
These muscles are just for show, but I'll do my best.
I would say there's 3 of them that are unconscious. I'll say between the 2 of you, I believe you're strong enough to take care of all 3 of them. I'll say it'll add an extra 5 minutes to your getaway. But while this is happening, our camera is going to cut off, and we are going to see what our 3 young. Actually, Talos is a bit busy at the moment taking care of something else. Talos has struck up a conversation with the security guard who is visibly not entertained. But Ari and Walter, you begin to hear what sounds like panic coming from above you as people, as you look over towards it, you see coming from the escalators and the actual stairs, just a large group of people beginning to make their way towards you. You see some of them are reaching up and kind of wiping at their faces, almost as if they've been maced or like sprayed in the face. Is there anything you all wish to do?
Looks at Blinks, grabs Ari's hand. It's like, do you know where your sister is?
I should feel her now that I'm back on the material plane, right?
You're back. You can feel her presence.
I feel her. She's that way. We should find them.
And yeah, Walter is gonna probably improvise and use his shirt as a, do the same thing for Ari, and they're gonna make their way to Bayron.
Okay, roll me a dexterity and athletics roll. Or you can use strength in athletics or strength in brawl, and you're kind of pushing your way through the wave that's coming toward you.
This is gonna be bad.
That is definitely dexterity. Well, actually, my dexterity and strength is the same. Athletics, you said. Okay, what's the difficulty?
7.
Ooh, okay.
Going into a panic crowd is not easy.
This is gonna be
Okay.
Not easy. 2 6, okay.
like I glitched.
So, thanks to Ari's kind of smaller size, you're able to kind of push past kind of around the shin and knee area to kind of force your way through. Walter, on the other hand, you push back, and it's almost like trying to push against a living wave, and you find yourself really, for every step forward, you're taking about 3 steps back, and you begin to lose sight of Ari in the crowd.
Oh no.
Oh, I mean, they're keeping running. I understand this feeling entirely because I had this circumstance at San Diego Comic Con when someone who was like 5'2" was able to go right through the crowd. I'm like, wait up! So I know exactly how this circumstance feels. And so yeah, Ari would just they would definitely assume because of Walter's larger physique and such that they're able to keep up. So they're
that's actually a good question. Could Walter get the bonuses for being 6 foot?
If anything, it's more of a detriment in this
that's what I
particular
mean. Like,
situation.
my friend, she was able to go right through the crowd because she was like 5'2" or 3. I was just like, wait, hold on. So I was struggling being 6'3".
We call that drag.
Yeah.
You got wind drag, like holding you back.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So Ari
I see what Aki's saying in the chat. Yep.
So Ari would definitely try to.
Alternatively, can Walter be smart about it instead of trying to force it?
I will say what you can do. I will say you will manage to get through it, but it will take you some more time than the others, and you
I'll
won't know
take
what's
it.
going on at the top.
I'll live with that.
Those Walters doing their best to make their way through this avalanche of people. All right, you get to the top of the stairs, and you're able to see towards the hotel where you left Diesel previously. There is a group of people that seem to all be moving towards you. Give me a perception and awareness, either alertness or awareness roll.
Okay.
Who's this again?
Ari.
Just Ari? Okay, cool.
Perception and okay, so they're both the same score. And what's the difficulty?
If you're using alertness 6, if you're using awareness 8.
I'll stick with alertness because they both are 3 for me. Okay, perception. And you said alertness is 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh! Oh wow! That's 5 successes.
Okay, with 5, as you see the people moving towards you, most of them seem to be panicked and are kind of running toward you, and it doesn't seem to be like a pre-planned action. It's almost like watching the fear of whatever is happening. It just kind of guided people in a general direction. You do catch kind of behind, about maybe 30 feet from you, a man in kind of a black suit who seems to not be panicked and moving very purposefully in your direction. They don't seem to be moving at you or anything. They seem to be moving much more calm and relaxed than the others.
So the first thing that Ari is going to do is they're going to put their glasses against their big old bifocals against their nose. They kind of like snuggle against it and try to get used to the new vision, as they're going to first use their mind to kind of boost their essentially their mental stats, and then they're going to take a look and see if what type of aura this individual has.
Okay, so first roll to boost which mental stat are you boosting?
It would be perception.
All right, roll for that.
All right. Beep, beep, beep. And that's, I'm presuming, coincidental. Is that correct?
You're putting on. How are you doing the mental boosting effect?
Oh, it's just pushing their glasses against their nose. Because nobody really sees it. So it's just like, what?
Yeah, okay, sure. That's coincidental, sure.
All right. So that'd be difficulty 4, I think. Yeah, difficulty 4, because I only have 1 dot in mine. All right. That is 3 successes for that.
Okay, with 3 successes, you can get a +2 to perception for the rest of this, for 1 turn. I believe that's the duration chart for 1 success. Let me just double check for you. Yeah, 1 turn, or you can do a +1 for the entire scene.
I'll do a +1 for the entire scene just to be on the safe side.
Okay, +1 for the scene. And you are trying to use, so you're trying to see their aura. So if you have awareness, you can roll perception and awareness, or you can make another magic roll to activate the ability to see auras. Up to you.
Yeah, I'll probably use Actually, I'll use perception and awareness because it actually gives me the extra dot. Perfect. What would that difficulty be?
7. That'll be nice.
Ooh, okay, 7. All right, 1, 2. Wow, 0, 7, 8, 9, 9, 4, 3. 5 successes.
Wow.
My dice
Okay,
is loving
as
me
you
right now.
do.
Oh, great.
All right. So as you look at this person's aura, they seem to be calm. There is the hint of kind of this sparkle kind of along the edges of their aura that's kind of radiating out from them, which you would recognize as being one of the awakened or being a mage as far as you understand it. And that's really about it. They seem to be very calm and serene.
So they are they clearly give the impression of awakened, someone who has magical skills.
Yes.
So Ari's going to attempt to memorize their appearance as well as the appearances of those around them. But of course, they are not going to engage because even though they have just came out from Alcatraz, they're not trying to get locked up again. So they're they're going to try locked up. Sorry, that's copyright. They're going to move around. They're going to move around the group and make their way over to try to find Iron, if they can.
Okay. All right. So as you make your way closer, it is at this point that Walter manages to reach the top of the stairs. And as you are attempting to follow behind Ari, a man in a kind of a dark black suit steps past you and begins to make his way down the stairs, beginning to disappear into the crowd. Do you wish to do anything?
That's Walter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh,
Bones.
Walter, do you hear us?
Oh, I don't think they can hear me.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I think it's frozen.
Wait, but his face moving.
Oh, wait. No, it's not frozen. Oh, no.
I know. I cannot hear us.
I don't think they can hear us.
Oh, I know. I realized what it was. Okay. I had some the connection thingy got messed up.
No worries.
No
What
problem.
what were you guys saying?
So as you reach the top of the stairs, finally, you see Ari beginning to step into the convention hall like room, and you see a man in a dark black suit step past you and begins to make his way down the stairs, preparing to kind of disappear into the crowd.
Ooh. Dilemma. All right. Arcane activated. Let's go trail.
Roll me dexterity and stealth, and I will
Dexterity stealth.
say
I'm using
plus 1 dice. I'll let your arcane can add an extra dice for them.
Wait, I have even with I have multiple ranks in it. Never mind then.
Oh wait, no. Plus 1 dice for every dot. I'm just assuming you have one.
Oh yeah,
Plus
I
1
have
dice for each dot.
I have 3 arcane, so that's what carries me. That's dexterity, stealth. Stealth is under skills. Yeah.
Yep, in the middle.
God, I hate this setup so much. And that's +3.
I will
Let's
say
see
the
what-
difficulty for following him, you're going to get to use the crowd as well. So the final difficulty will be 7.
7? Okay. Let's go.
Whew, okay.
Finally, a good roll.
Okay, so you you peel off from the rest of your friends, stepping into the crowd and giving chase. And while this is happening, Aaron, Diesel, and Galewind, you are finally finished carrying people out, and you see in kind of the larger part of the mall, most of the people who are making their exit have left, and you begin to see Ari's smaller frame step from the top of the the top of the stairs next to the escalators. You see the man in the suit disappear behind them and out of sight, and Ari is making their way over to you. What do you want to do?
Diesel's gonna get Iron's attention and make sure she sees Ari coming.
Oh, crap. And Iran will go, don't come this way. Don't come this way. It's the air is bad.
Do I hear them from this far away? Just to make sure. Oh no, you would be able to say it probably
I
in
would
the mind.
say, yeah, you could do that. You can communicate silently if you want, or if you want to say it out loud. I would say, if you're trying to be quiet, then Ari won't hear you. But if you're speaking normally, they would. So it's up to you how you choose.
Well, was I successful in pushing the gas to the ceiling?
Yes, between the two of you, you have managed to disperse, or at least you believe you've dispersed most of the gas. You don't have a way of testing for sure if it's all gone, but no one's you don't feel the burn or anything anymore.
Okay.
Iran will say if they're too far away, like if she has to like really scream it, then she'll use the communication in their head to tell them. But if they're close enough that she could just like say it, like she'll say it. She's like, I think we got it all. Not entirely certain. Don't really want to take any risks.
Oh, okay. Can you come over here? I saw something.
Iran will look back at Diesel and Galewind.
Yeah, if we have to go back in there, we got to go back in there.
They kind of look around for the guy. Then they're going to point to their elbow towards Iron to know that they're going to communicate in their head, because they're not sure exactly where the gentleman is. It says there was a guy in a suit. He's clearly a mage. Him and his group, they're definitely awakened. And I'm guessing they must have did something here for a reason. I'm not sure why.
How close is Iran to Diesel and Galewind?
I would say now after that exchange, it'd be within 20 feet.
All right, she'll bring Galewind and Diesel in close, and she'll tell them exactly what Ari just told her.
Okay. We should see if we can track him down.
Yes, this was a success then. We wanted to stage this performance to attract, and I don't want anyone to get hurt, but we must pursue them. This was what we wanted.
You're not wrong about that. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
The group chat gets a message.
Oh.
What's the message?
Following weird guy in a suit doesn't see me know anything about that ?
Only that we saw him too. We're on our way.
All right, I guess we all attempt to follow Men in Black people.
Yeah, in like a very non-conspicuous group.
Yep.
Just-
You
Roll
can't see
me a
any.
perception alertness roll at difficulty 8 to see if you can find them.
Is that all of us?
Yep, all of them. Except for Walter. Walter's already done this.
Perception what? Perception awareness?
Alertness, right?
Yeah, alertness.
Oh,
for
and this one, geez. All right, I'm going to spend a willpower for a success. And you said it's difficulty 8?
It's difficulty
8. How do you?
2 successes.
How does a botch sound for you?
Oh no.
At least it's just a skill and not a magical thing. Just me trying to use my eyeballs.
How many successes did you get, Ari?
A 4.
4?
I am having a technical difficulty at the moment. I apologize. Hold on a second. My sheet is giving me issues and I can't see what my perception is.
All right, it is perception. You would have 5 dice for this.
Yeah, we're very perceptive twins. I mean, siblings, that's for sure.
And what was the difficulty?
8.
It is 3 successes.
Okay, so together, Ari and Aaron are able to pretty quickly cut through the crowd. Galen, you follow behind them, and Diesel, as you enter, trying to keep up with them, you find yourself kind of getting tussled about by the actual crowd, and it's hard to kind of keep your eye on where they're going. And as you look up, you see a figure in this black suit that is making his way through the crowd, and you go to give chase.
Yep. Start throwing bows. Just, you know.
Okay. And while you guys are attempting to keep up, Walter, you follow this person who steps out of the mall proper as people are kind of streaming by him. You see him pull out looks to be like a cell phone and begin to speak in it for a moment, as if and you see him begin to kind of wait for something. What do you do?
And I try to watch him. Somewhere inconspicuous, like.
Sure. I will give the choice to you. If you want to go for safety, you'll be about maybe 50 feet behind him, which would mean you'd have to spend a little while to attempt to catch up to him should you want to, or you could be a little closer, which will require another roll. But you'd be close enough to interact with them quickly if you wanted to. Which would you like?
Little closer, because might as well.
Okay, so you move closer. Give me another dexterity and stealth roll. Your arcane won't help you on this one.
Wait, it won't?
On this one.
Then
Arcane is good for helping you not be recognized, but this one is you're close to him, so you're trying to shake off that that feeling when someone's watching you. You're trying to not get off that vibe.
Can I change my mind?
I'll allow it this time.
Yeah, because I'm not rolling just 4 dice. I'm not that crazy.
Okay. All right,
Just
so
give
you
it a couple
decide-
more sessions.
All right, so you decide to stay behind. And at this distance, you can still get a good look at him, but you're not sure exactly what he's saying. And you see after about another 10, 15 minutes, he turns and begins to walk down the sidewalk.
Once he's far enough, Walter's gonna tail him from a safe distance where his arcane still applies.
Okay. So you attempt to follow behind him. I will let you keep your previous stealth roll, but as you get out into the city proper, you see the crowd is beginning to disperse and you're getting into kind of normal downtown traffic. And you follow him for about another block before you see him kind of turn and step into an alley. Do you wish to follow behind him?
Yes.
Okay. As you turn and kind of begin to follow him down into this darker alleyway, you see him step over to a door, knock on it 3 times, and then the door opens and he steps inside.
Well then, Walter's gonna send a message on into the group chat asking how far away are you, and he's gonna send him their legally distinct map app where he's like at.
Okay. And as all of you, I will say, unless any of you have a reason for not having a phone on you, as you step, the three of you, Aaron, Ari, and Gillen, you step out at the front of the door and you look around and you don't see either Walter or this mystery person, and you aren't sure where to look. Just as you see the map pull up on your phone, do you follow the pin?
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
just one quick question. Did we make enough money to where Ari could have a phone, or is Ari still relying on other people for phone?
So since no one's mentioned buying a phone, Ari doesn't have a phone yet.
Okay, that way.
Yeah, I'll also assure you that if Gailwind has a phone, which I don't know if he does, unless he got one back when he was trying to set up his profile. If he has one, he for sure is not checking it. So he'd have to rely on someone else to give him that information.
Aaron, you get the message while the three of you are out front. Do you lead the others with you?
Do I what?
Do you lead the others to this map pin? From
Oh
Walter?
yeah, 100%. I let everybody know that that's what we're doing.
Okay. Diesel, you kind of step out of a crowd a bit and you look around and you see a man in this kind of black suit beginning to make his way down the street just as you receive a message with the map pin that is seemingly in the opposite direction. Where do you go?
I send a quick text message saying, I've got a suit right in front of me headed down the street. I'm going to follow him. And yeah, Aki's going to push that big red button, y'all.
Let's go.
And Diesel's going to head off after the other guy. But they're going to make sure that they put a pin on where they are as well so that the other group can at least see where they're going.
Okay. All right. As you go and give chase to this other person, I think this is a great time for us to take our break for the evening. And as we return to our story, we have Diesel attempting to shadow a man in a suit through the rest of downtown. So, can I have you roll me a dexterity and stealth roll, please?
Sure.
The difficulty is going to be 7 to remain unnoticed.
Dexterity and stealth, you said? What if I have no dots in stealth?
Let's see. Okay, you can make a roll with just your dexterity, but the difficulty will go up to 8. This is a skill you don't have.
Fun! So exciting. Y'all, this is going to go very well for me.
You can also give up pursuit. That is always an option.
I'm going to try this one. We'll see how it goes. If it's bad, we're just going to keep going until it's no good no more. It was no good, so this is no successes. So I think this is about as far as I'm going to go, depending on how this goes.
Did you botch?
I did not botch. I just didn't get any successes.
Okay, so you attempt to follow behind this person, and for the first part of it, you're doing fine as the crowd is kind of moving with you. But as the crowd of panicked people slowly shifts into just people walking through the streets, it kind of begins to split apart. And instead of kind of going with the crowd as it kind of moves around, you end up just kind of standing in the open for a minute, and you see the person you're following kind of turn around. They look at you a bit confused before a phone call comes through, and they kind of turn and begin to walk forward. You can attempt to continue following, but you will not be hidden.
You've gone this far. See, this is the thing. Aki is so freaking risk averse, but I feel like Diesel is not necessarily. So I think I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna try to trail far enough behind to, like, even though I'm not hidden, I'm not immediately noticeable. But yeah.
Okay, you follow behind this man as he reaches a crosswalk about maybe 20 or so feet in front of you, and you seem kind of waiting for a moment. And as you go to kind of not so much as be behind him, but kind of step up next to him, the light turns green. The crosswalk light turns green, and he steps forward. And as you go to follow him, you hear a voice that seems oddly familiar, in the sense that they seem to be speaking as if they know you, but you don't actually recognize the voice. And as you turn to look at this person who's speaking, you see a woman who's wearing kind of a business-like outfit, but it's kind of a cross between like a business and athletic wear. And she's kind of standing there, dark skin, with these kind of braids that go down to the bottom of her back. And standing next to her are two women who seem to be kind of similar, but they are wearing glasses and looks like face masks across the front of them. And the woman in the middle looks at you and says, "Would you like to explain to me what is going on?"
I mean, if you're asking me, I would love to have your name before I, decide how I'm going to answer that question.
I don't have time. You can call me Imani for now. I have a event that has just gone down under my care, and it is very annoying. And I find you and your ilk are always about what's going on.
My ilk? Listen, I came to perform in your lovely hotel, and things were going great until somebody decided that they wanted to throw a little party of their own. And I just wanted to make sure that the people got out safely. And I saw this strange fellow walking away, thought it was my business to follow him. That's all.
Roll charisma and expression.
Ooh. Charisma, expression, and because I was telling the truth, there's something that triggers with my honest aid. I regain willpower whenever I am honest about a situation.
Is that why you never ran out of willpower?
Huh?
Is that why you never ran out of willpower?
No. I don't actually always use that skill because I'm not always in situations where I have to talk my way out of something. So you said that was charisma and one more. What again? I'm so sorry. Expression?
Yes, expression or empathy.
Okay. Can my flirtatious go into this?
I don't think the situation is calling for flirtatiousness.
Okay. I mean, just because the situation isn't calling for it doesn't mean you won't try.
I don't know if being flirtatious is
This
gonna
would be
help
very
with
helpful in this situation. It's fine. It's fine. I think Diesel is smart enough to read that in the air. And what was the difficulty again? 5? Is that what you said? Okay.
5.
Here we go. That's cat. Oh, cat belongs in the dice tray. There we go. Okay. Oh. That's 3 successes. But I rolled a 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's really funny. But unfortunately, 2 1s. So yeah, only 3 successes.
Come on. I don't know why you're out here. You're friends with the other way.
Like I said, I saw somebody strange headed in that direction. I thought I should follow.
Sure, I guess. Honestly, all of you people are weird. And she began the trio begin to turn and make their way back down the street.
You with your 2x2 hands of blue.
And while this is happening, we're gonna flash over to see what that other group is up to. So the three of you, what I'll say here is first, Walter, you see this person disappear through this doorway. What are you doing?
Walter is gonna wait on waiting for backup, aka the muscle of the group.
Okay. All right. So you decide to wait for you decide to wait for your companions to arrive, and a few moments later, Aaron, Ari, and Gilwind arrive. You find yourself kind of standing at the end of an alleyway. People are still moving around you, but most of them seem to be paying you very little attention as they are kind of moving off and going to take care of whatever it is they have to handle.
Walter is gonna take the opportunity, since he's been carrying it around this whole time. He's gonna pick up the plastic bag, turn to Aaron, and be like, "Hey, we bought you this," and hand him the plastic bag with the pilot bomber jacket, and just be like, "Yeah,
we got it. We got you that."
And then he just turns it back around and goes, "He went over in that way."
All right. So, what's the plan here? We just go in there, try and bum rush him. Does one of us want to try and talk to him first?
I think the time for discussion is over.
I see Galen chose violence, right?
Trying to properly assess the situation.
Oh, so it is time now? And they'll unwrap their backpack and it'll take out their laser tag gun.
By the way, where is Diesel? Where is Diesel?
Oh, where's
Wait
Diesel?
a minute. I looks at the phone.
Oh, yeah, you said Diesel sent a text. Diesel sent a text letting us know where they were heading off to. Yeah, they put a pin to where they were heading to as well as the direction. We don't know about them returning back with the triplets per se, but we know where Diesel was heading to.
So, who wants to take point?
I guess I can go ahead.
Please.
All right. And I run. We'll head in there after.
Okay, I have your 6. And they'll follow suit with their laser tag gun.
And they face in a completely different number direction.
Back to back.
Back to back.
All right. So as you approach the door, do you just attempt to open it, or are you trying to do other things?
No, I'll go ahead and just try to open it.
Yeah, just try to open it.
Okay, so as you go to pull it, it doesn't immediately open. If you would like to force it, roll me strength and either athletics or brawl.
I feel like I have a thing that's specifically for that, and I can't remember. Like, I have a way to unlock things. Magic.
Force of personality.
Is it what?
Force of personality, obviously.
Force of personality?
Yep.
That.
So if you wish to attempt to do this magically, you could attempt to destroy the lock. You could attempt to destroy the door. You could attempt to kind of teleport onto the other side of the door. Those are 3 kind of magical ways of handling your situation if you so choose.
I'm going to go ahead and teleport because I thought I had a thing that actually unlocked something, but I can't seem to find that right now. I will go ahead and just teleport to the other side because the element of surprise will hopefully work in my favor.
Okay, tell me how you do this.
Irene will just kind of look at everyone and give a nod and close her eyes and focus her energy, and she's just going to step through.
All right, that is gonna be vulgar. But it'll be 7. Yeah, I will be nice. Say there's no one who happens to be watching this in this alley at this specific moment. So it will be a difficulty 7. And you want, let's see. I will say this is gonna be. You're gonna want 3 successes.
Ooh.
Right?
And this is Arte, correct? Straight Arte?
Mm-hmm. Straight Arte. Okay, so you begin to attempt
You can
to
use
kind
willpower.
of. Are you good? Okay, so you gain a point of paradox for your vulgar display of magic, and it does take some focus as the rest of you see her kind of. Actually, what does this look like? What does teleportation look like from Aaron?
She doesn't really like zap into nothing and then zap somewhere else. She kind of like goes more like fluid. Like I feel like she becomes like a wave pattern and just like moves with the energy.
I love that.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Right, that's what you see. And after a moment, as your vision reforms, you find yourself standing in what looks to be like a dark hallway. And you can see just barely making out a metal door about maybe 15 feet in front of you and the door behind you.
Is the door behind me locked or anything? The one I just passed through? It is? Okay, so I'll unlock it and open it for everyone else.
It unlocks easy enough and the door swings open.
That was so cool.
Wait, what? Did she just?
She just went through the door.
Uh-huh.
That's
Was
a
unaware.
new thing that I figured out I can do. Apparently, when we were like going through, you know, the elevator shaft in the thing, that's how I got to the other side. That was a surprise for me too. It's fun.
What?
Oh, we don't remember that. Wait, which elevator? We're talking. Yeah, yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that. Scratch that. Iron remembers none of that. She's like, yeah, that is a new thing I can do. That is very surprising to me, but I figured I'd try.
Am I the only one who feels like lightheaded? All of a sudden, I don't know. It feels like something's missing. Never mind. I'll figure it out eventually.
Oh, okay. Well,
I believe in you.
if it
Thank
gets worse,
you.
let us know.
Yeah, and I run a push forward to the next door and kind of move ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, and
As you
Galvin's like
approach-
playing the back.
As you approach the next door, you find it is unlocked.
Oh, then I run, turn around to everybody else and kind of give the hold on, wait signal, and she'll go through.
So you open up the door, you find it is maybe a smallish room, maybe 500 by like 500. And you see sitting in the center of the room is what looks to be like a small metal box with it looks to be like a note card or like an envelope on the top.
So Iron turns back around to everyone else and explains that that's what she sees and says, do you want me to like go first in case it's a trap? I'll go, and then like you guys can cover me if something tries to attack me or explode in my face or anything like that.
If something is about to explode in anyone's face, just stand in front of Ari, and Walter is gonna embrace his nature, and he's gonna take the lead on this one.
Yes, we should act as one, but protect Ari, of course.
And Walter's gonna look at the envelope. Is there anything on it?
No.
He's gonna open the envelope. Is there anything inside it?
You open an envelope and you find a very nice note card. It kind of has on the center of it, the front of it has calligraphy parading on it, and it says a gift.
Nice, very nice. Let's see the watermark.
As you go ahead.
Ari would like to press their glasses as they enter inside the room and use their magical assistance to see what type of magic may be flowing around within the room.
All right, make me an arte roll.
All right. What difficulty?
In which spheres are you using? Or which sphere?
Let's see. It would be forces, spirit, and correspondence.
Okay, I will say using all three. Well, first make the roll. It'll be a coincidental roll, so it'll be difficulty 4.
All right. Okay. 3 successes.
All right, that will be enough. And I will say with the other, it'll be enough for you can have it work for just a turn or scene. If you have a turn, it will the 2 other successes will reduce the difficulty on the perception roll. If you have it for a full scene, it'll only reduce difficulty by 1. I think I said that clearly.
Yeah, say that one more time. I may have misunderstood.
So if you have the effect last for a single turn, it will reduce the difficulty of a perception roll by 2. If it lasts for the entire scene, it will only reduce the difficulty by 1.
Oh, gotcha.
Your next roll.
I'll do for the entire scene again, just to be on the safe side.
Okay, make me a perception and awareness roll.
Perfect. 7 dice. Difficulty, is it still 4?
For this one, after your subtractions, it will be 6.
6, okay. Oh, nice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Wow.
You sense forces magic primarily, so it's a bit of prime.
Oh, wait. Those forces around here. That's usually like elemental stuff. Like fire, lightning, ice.
Walter just curses under his breath.
Is there any way I can counterspell it or remove it by chance?
Without knowing what it is exactly, you could try. If you have prime and forces at the same time, if you have both of them.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. All right. What's the difficulty?
Let me double check that before I give you one.
Oh, okay. Put my 5 dots in the red to good use. Like, no, do not attack me with a fireball. No 8d6 of damage, please. Please and thank you.
Hold on, oh my goodness, it's not showing. One second.
No worries.
The book does not work. It does not cooperate for me when I need it to cooperate. Oh my goodness. I will say the difficulty for this will be, wait, hold on. Difficulty will be 7.
7. Okay. All right. Ooh, all right. We got 2 zeros already. 3 successes.
You begin to kind of undo this bundle of magic, this kind of collection of energy. While that is happening, did the rest of you do anything?
Does it just? What does it? Is there anything else that it says on the what's inside of the envelope?
Yes, it is a card. It's folded, and you've read the front.
And Walter's gonna read the rest of it if he can, unless it kills him. And even then, he can. Even then, he
And
won't.
written on the inside in a kind of beautiful calligraphy style is the phrase, "So that way you have something to remember me by." Returning the favor, you could say. And as that is said, I need everyone to make me dexterity and athletics rolls, please.
Oh no!
Let's dodge.
Oh no!
Dexterity
Let's do the
athletics.
dodge.
Dexterity athletics.
And I outsmarted it.
Wait, is this the fire? Is this the forces based one? Or oh no, it's been triggered. Okay. What's the difficulty?
Dexterity athletics.
At this range, I'm going to say difficulty is going to be 7.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh no! With my 2 dice. Oh no!
3 successes.
I'm gonna miss well. Oh, well then.
Spend that willpower, man. If you need to.
I only have 1 left.
Ugh.
One singular
successes.
willpower. And 1 success.
Seems like Ari was too focused on trying to unweave the forces to realize that a forces was coming because they only got 1 success. You said difficulty
Success,
7, right?
Okay. Difficulty 7,
Yeah,
yep.
only 1.
Irene got 6 successes and she's standing in
Wow.
front of Ari. Would that be enough to like block Ari as well? Since that would probably be also her main concern.
Tell me your wits. We'll see if you, in the heat of the moment, do that.
My wits, like my perception, is also cut off by my really weird character sheet doing weird things for some reason. Could you perchance tell me what my wits are?
2.
Not looking.
Difficulty is 6.
Oh, 1.
Okay, I will say in the heat of the moment, lots of things are happening, and you won't be able to fully protect Ari, but you will be able to reduce a bit of the impact as you're kind of able to kind of drag them away or kind of drag them down. So with at least 3 successes, you are able to avoid a chunk of this impact as this metal box explodes, sending a flame in every direction. Thanks now since Ari had done some unweaving of their own, you will reduce the total available damage down by 3 health levels. So for Galewind, you will take 1 level of aggravated damage. Aaron, you managed to avoid by basically you managed to kind of dive yourself back into the hallway proper, and you will take a point of bashing damage from kind of the impact of you slamming into the ground. Ari, you will take 1 level of aggravated damage as you are a bit slower on the uptake, and you get kind of the right arm gets kind of burned and singed a bit. And Walter, I believe you rolled 1 success. Was that
On
correct?
2 dice. Does not come any
Oh,
into
1
effect.
So with 1 success, you are just able to kind of dive down, almost expecting a kind of a projectile attack to go off. And as this building fills with flame, you feel your skin beginning to burn, and you'll take 3 levels of aggravated damage.
How do you mark aggravated again?
It is the thing looks like an X with a line down the middle. It should be the third
all
option.
right. So that's 1,
And
2.
Yeah.
3? So I'm injured.
Wait, but that's before the 3 reduction, right? Or is that after the 3 reduction?
that's after the 3 reduction.
Oh no!
Oh, youch. Okay.
Oh no! Oh
And
yeah!
as this happens, the building shakes for a moment, and as kind of if you've seen an explosion as it gets kind of funneled through the hallway, Aaron, you feel the heat above you beginning to kind of singe the top of your hair as a gout of fire projects out into this alleyway. And Diesel, from where you are, you feel the ground shake for a moment, and people begin to scream. And that is where we will end our adventure for the year.
Oh no!
You monster!
Could you?
That was. I have to admit that's a pretty good
How
ending.
dare?
Pretty sweet.
How dare!
You just needed just a few more seconds. It could have just, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We know things look a little dire, primarily for Walter, who's for the second episode in a row seems to take an L. But it's okay. It's like Rocky. We were expecting his comeback to come in relatively soon. So, so we hope you enjoy it.
Try to do some quick montages here.
we're going to go ahead and film our after show to talk about our session. If you'd like to watch our after show, once again, join our Patreon. You should see it in the description section below. And we look forward to see you all next week as we head to our season finale of Boss Beyond Time. But until then, farewell for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all.
Goodbye.